So you probably click on this video because you think that you're caring too much, and that's okay because you're not the only one. Caring too much is ruining your happiness and you don't even know it. Being nice does not mean that you have to care about any and everything. You can be a nice person and still not care. If caring too much is holding you back, I'm going to show you how you can fix it without losing your kindness. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, my name is Kay, and on the channel we have vegan cooks, spiritual talk, and lifestyle content. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. And if you're not new here, thank you guys so much for coming back. I appreciate you guys so much. Star of the show is clear quartz, and today I'm manifesting that I will give you all a clear message on how to not care too much and still be a kind person at the same time, because it's possible. So let me give y'all like what basically caring too much is to me. And everybody knows that there's an extent of you can care, but you don't want to overly care or underly care. You want the right balance of care. If you care too much, you probably get hurt a lot. They take everything personal. If you ever found yourself putting other people first before your own feelings, you probably care too much. You probably find yourself saying yes when you want to say no. People who cares too much also lie. So when you care too much, you probably find yourself in a bad mood, or you probably find yourself emotionally drained, tired, stressed. When you care so much, you give so much energy to others, you barely have time to give energy to yourself. You definitely want to have energy for you, okay? Because at the end of the day, you are the only one in your skin. Whenever you look in that mirror, you are the one that pop up. That person that you look at in the mirror, make sure you're taking care of that person as well. You want to put yourself first. In order to put other people in the right position, you have to make sure that you're in a position. You cannot love other people when you don't love yourself, because you don't even know how to love yourself. Think about it. If you want to learn how to cook, a person that can't cook can't teach you how to cook. So therefore, you cannot give something that you don't have for yourself. You cannot give money when you don't have it. You can't give love when you don't have it. You cannot just give. You won't be able to give. You have to make sure that you have it. So why caring too much is a bad thing? Caring too much is a bad thing because you may find yourself emotionally drained. When you have expectations for people and they don't meet it, you probably going to feel upset, which is normal. You probably feel upset with the other person because you would have done the same thing that you did for them, but they won't do it for you. And that just shows that you care too much. And honestly, it's different type of cares when it comes to this world. You can't care so much about a stranger, but you can care so much about your sister. You know what I'm saying? It's different levels to caring. You want to be kind to others around you because you want that same respect. Just like you hear, treat other people how you want to be treated. Of course, you can respect people and you can be kind to people, but the moment you start caring too much about people, they take advantage of that, especially when they don't care about you. They notice they have some type of power over you when you care so much. Like, I can give a great example. Like, basically, I know my life significantly changed mentally during my school days. When I was in grade school, and I guess you could say high school, I found myself caring so much. I cared about fitting in. I cared about what clothes I had. I cared about what shoes I had. I cared about what people think of me, because it's like, if I wanted them to like me, I had to care what they think. That's what I'm thinking, and that's not true. You don't want to be with somebody who don't like you. You can't make anyone like you either. If you put yourself in a position where you try to make someone like you when they don't like you, you're going to end up getting hurt, because in reality, they don't like you. But in your head, it's like, oh, if I do this, I know they're going to like me. But no, if somebody don't like you, they don't like you. They're going to disrespect you. So that's why you cannot care. So back to my story, when I was like in school, like I cared so much about fitting in, and I realized I found myself getting hurt a lot, like silent cries. I cared too much, and because I cared too much, my feelings was getting hurt. Your feelings cannot get hurt if you don't care. When you care so much, you become a people pleaser. I was a people pleaser in high school. Like me, pick me. Because it's just like, at the end of the day, we just all want to feel love. At the end of the day, we all want to feel loved and wanted. We have to make sure that we surround ourselves with people who truly love and want us. Then you don't have to care so much when you are around someone who truly loves you and who truly cares for you, because caring is just enough for them, and it should be enough for you. Just because you care should be enough. So therefore, you don't have to force it. You don't have to care too much. You just have to care. If you just care, everything just flows. But if you care too much, it just would not be right. You will hurt yourself caring so much. So stop caring so much. Just care at the point where it's just like, I'm gonna put myself first. I care enough to do this because it will bring love to them, and it will also bring love to me. If it's not enough for another person, then you're not for me. You're not my type of friend. You're not who I want to be in a relationship with. You are not for me. So therefore, let me put my energy towards someone who cares, so that way when I care, it won't seem like I'm overly caring. It will feel just right. We can't expect someone to love us. That's just how it is. I do feel like we should be living in a world where everything is love and flow and abundant, but unfortunately we don't live like that. So therefore, you have to be particular of who you give your energy to. If you give your energy to someone who don't care and you want them to care, they're not going to end up but hurting you because you care so much and they don't care. Just hear what I'm saying. If you care too much, anything of too much is not good. Too much is something you want it to be just right. Does that make sense? Overly caring too much. You can care, but too much can hurt you, because if you got to do too much, that means what they're doing is too little. When you care so much, you also will be seeking validation. Seeking for somebody to like you, to give you attention. You want people to naturally attract to you because just the way you are. It naturally comes to you because it's the right thing to flow. It's like, honestly, I can just say that caring too much can lead to unbalance, but when you care just the right amount, it leads to balance and you start to be at a flow. Back when I was in grade school, I realized that I was always getting hurt because I cared too much and I wanted people to like me. And then it's like when I got out of school, I went to college, and just like I got woke up to the real world where people are in their own bubble and people are genuinely not caring. It was like a wake-up call for me. I was just like, why am I getting hurt? Why nobody liking me? Like, what am I doing wrong? Why is the next person getting this but I'm not getting it? It's because I was caring too much. I was giving too much energy out than I was receiving. And when you ever be around somebody that's just annoying and it's just like they always constantly want you, and it's just like, chill, like, I'm here, but like I need to give time to energy for myself. Those type of people don't have time for their self. They're too busy giving so much of their energy to somebody else rather than giving it to themselves. And then because you're not giving the energy to yourself, it's hard for you to attract people because you don't even know who yourself is. You're too busy out there caring about what other people think or caring about you just in other people's business. If anything, you need to care too much about yourself rather than other people. The moment where you start caring too much about others and not yourself, it's not going to be cute. It's not going to be cute. And this is just life in general overall. It's not just about people liking people. It's about caring too much about literally anything. Because you don't want to be desperate. When you're caring too much, you're desperate. And when you're desperate, it's like you blocking this energy of just letting it flow. Because you're so desperate. You're grabbing on, you're not letting it flow. Let go. Let it go and watch it flow. Does this feeling feel familiar to you? It's like, oh, I get this, but guess what? It's okay, because I've been through it and you can let it go. I realized, like, oh, I gotta stop caring. I gotta put myself first. And the moment I start putting myself first, the moment where I start caring about me and not what other people think, that's when I realized, like, I'm becoming so much more attractive in life, because I genuinely do not care what other people think. You have to be you. You can't care what people think. You gotta be you, and watch you start flowing abundantly of everything. It's like, what is all this coming from? Where was this from? Because you was too busy caring about other people. Now that you care about yourself, and now that you have this energy for yourself and you just don't care so much, you letting it flow, and it's just like you start attracting literally so much. And that's when I realized in life, like, I realized I start attracting when I stop caring so much. The difference between a healthy caring and an over caring. Healthy caring is where you genuinely just want to help. You genuinely just want to help a person. You genuinely just want to love a person just because you're just a kind person. There's nothing wrong with being a kind person. Help people. Give what you can. Give what you can. But don't give what you don't have. When there's a healthy caring, you don't have to sacrifice anything. You wouldn't feel upset about doing something for someone. You would feel like it's right. But when you're overly caring, you get upset. It's like, ouch, that hurt. Like, I would have done that for you. But guess what? They wouldn't have done it for you because you care too much. Because they didn't care too much, now you hurt. They not the one hurt. You the one hurt because they didn't care. You care. You see what I'm saying? When you find yourself making a lot of sacrifices for other people, steady saying yes when you don't want to say yes, you're probably over caring. But it's okay because you can change. It's just like, I know the feeling of just saying no and hurt somebody's feeling. It's like, dang, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but at the same time, it's like, would I ask you for this? You gotta put yourself in the other shoes. If you asked for something and they said no, how would you feel? You'll probably be like, damn, okay. But at the same time, you're not gonna be like, I'm not talking to this person ever again. No. If you're not thinking like that, that person shouldn't think like that. So because if you wouldn't think like that, it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna say no because they'll be okay. They're probably gonna be hurt temporarily, probably for 5 minutes, and then leave it alone, and then another day gonna come. That's healthy caring. You can say no if you don't want to. It's okay, because at the end of the day, there's going to be another day. Let me give you all a few tips on like caring at the right balance. You want to set boundaries, okay? You come first, and if they don't respect your boundaries, they are not your friend. They're not for you. They're not for you, because your boundaries are you. That's you. It's your boundaries is what makes you you. So make sure that you set boundaries. Learn to say no without feeling guilty. It's okay to say no. It's okay to not want to. Sometimes we're human. Sometimes we just don't want to. Go help yourself. Go help yourself. I can't help you. There's somebody else that's willing to help you, just not me. Go find it somewhere else. So make sure that you're protecting your energy. Make sure that you're saying no without feeling guilty. The moment you feel guilty about saying no, when you genuinely don't want to do something, you're caring too much, let it go. Practice detachment. You know the saying of like, we're all connected but not attached. We can be connected without feeling attached to something. What's meant for you will be for you. When you feel connected, you feel at a love, you feel at a joy, you know what I'm saying? You feel at a flow. But when you're feeling attached, you feel like you got to. You feel like you have to do it. And it's like, no, you don't have to do anything. Things will start flowing when you genuinely do things at the kindness of your heart, or when you genuinely do things because you genuinely want to do it. But when you force yourself to do things, you probably feel like you have to. You probably feeling attached because you feel like if you don't do this, I'm going to disconnect from this person forever. It's not going to. That's how I tell you, you're overthinking it. You want to prioritize your self-care. Put yourself first. Put yourself first. If you have some plans for yourself and then another person try to make plans with you, but you have plans for yourself, tell that person no. Put yourself first, so that when you're ready to come to that person, you won't feel emotionally drained. You won't feel stressed or anything, because you already had me time. Me time is important. You have to have me time, whether if you're in a relationship or not in a relationship, whether it's from your kids, whether whoever it's from. Prioritize yourself, because you have to show up for yourself before you show up for others. You want to be assertive. You can still be kind and speak up for your needs and wants, because you come first. You have to make sure that you're comfortable before you put somebody else comfortable. If you ever hear somebody say, oh, I'd rather be uncomfortable before I put somebody else comfortable, they're caring too much and they probably get hurt. You're probably getting hurt too much. So speak up. It's okay to speak up. The people who do speak up, people probably look at them like, oh, why that person like that? Whole time they just judging themselves. They over here projecting onto you. If other people are projecting onto you, that's just what they think. Who cares what they think? Because there's people out here for you. I'm telling you, this universe is literally, the universe is literally so big. You're going to attract what you want. You're going to attract the right people in your life if you let God, if you let the universe. Because if you don't, if you're holding on, nobody can help you. Not even the universe, because you're too busy holding on. So let it go and flow. So just remember, being a good person doesn't mean that you have to overly care. It doesn't mean that you have to overextend yourself. Make sure that you put yourself first. Like I said, in order to help others, you have to make sure that you help yourself. Let me know if in the comments if anybody resonates to this, because like I said, I've been there before and I saved myself. Thank God I did save myself, because if I did not, I would still be out here getting hurt. I probably wouldn't be where I'm at in life, because I'm out here caring too much. Just stop caring what people think, because the moment you stop caring what people think, being. You become your beautiful, authentic self. You what makes you you. Just try it. And I really do hope that this message helped someone out here, because I know what it feels like to care so much. So just let go and let it flow and watch how things shift for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much, and I really do hope that this message helps someone out there. I will see you guys in the next video.